Hello and welcome to the Table Talk Otaku podcast. My name is Okami, or Christian, whatever you'd like to call me. I come from a smaller town in Oklahoma, currently in a bigger town in Pennsylvania,
Can't hear you,
and
O'Connor.
I am a Christian, which affects all my views. That's your fault, Pat, not mine, as I am coming through on everything here.
Eat.
Cobalt, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I heard you on the stream too, so.
Yeah, I can see my stream volume. I'd know if that was going off, but I have a feeling that was a Pat problem. You good now?
Please don't tell me it did this again.
Are you okay?
You
Oh, it's him. Well, Cobalt,
There we go.
Oh, okay. There you
For
go.
some reason, it swapped my audio, my headphone input again. Don't know why, but I'm back.
And you assume it's me. I see how
Well,
it is.
I mean, I saw I can't hear you. I was like, well, then I realized I never saw Cobalt light up, so I couldn't tell if it's not him talking earlier. But yeah, I'm fixed. I'm Pat, and now I am fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. And I'm Cobalt, and I'm basically Pat's neighbor.
Yep. Only lives an hour and a half away, roughly.
Y'all still don't see each other on the regular. How dare y'all?
Nope. Why would we?
We
For
both
food.
a lot, man.
Not to mention most everything we do together was best be played online.
I don't know.
Local co-op.
Yeah, local. I mean, for fighting games, that's the best one.
He don't play fighting games. Cobalt's too scared.
True.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, lots of news going on. A lot I haven't paid attention to at all. The stuff I had paid attention to was like just the Lego lawsuit that's going on that kind of everyone's paying attention to. But
I've only seen a little bit about that, but apparently some guy revealed a scam and got arrested for it.
yeah, so a YouTuber, basically what happened was Legos. I don't even know if it's just Legos. It's a store called Bricks and Minifigs. They are like of course they have Legos, but they probably have Duplo and all the other
All
stuff
the
like
different
yeah.
Lego blocks.
But a guy had a consignment agreement with the owner to sell a Lego collection he had that if they sold it like at the highest price would be worth around 200K. And so that's like the story, that's the headline is the 200K thing, but that's just like the news like headline, that's not the actual like price of everything. And then the Bricks and Minifigs, so this was a franchise. Either the store owner got bought out by the like main branch, or they were gonna go bankrupt anyway, so so the main branch took it over. Whatever happened, they somehow kind of lost his inventory, like serial numbers and stuff. So that's their side of the story. And then this guy has been trying to get back, I'll either get back his Legos or they pay him for it. And they just decided to do neither and to, trespass him and say he's not allowed back. And now and that was years ago. And then a guy named Reckless Ben, he's done other things, like he took down McCamey Manor, if you've ever heard of that. supposed to be like the best horror haunted house ever. But it was fake, and he took that down with a lawsuit. There was a Hollywood director that was completely anonymous that people thought were doing. He was in the genre of horror, and people thought his stunts were actually real. And so he looked into that. I don't really know the full outcome of that one, so I'm not going to say anything on it. But basically, this YouTuber just finds things that could be fake or could be, too much for one person to handle, and then he starts to get into it, and he does, weird and wacky things, like shows up as a UPS driver trying to give somebody a package, but really when they sign for it, they're signing a contract saying he can't be trespassed or whatever, which is. Yeah, he knows it's not legally binding. It's just funny for the the video and everything. But so so basically he's been doing that with the Bricks and Minifig store. And then they claim it's harassment every time he actually tries to serve them papers because they don't think it's a real lawsuit, but it is. He basically sold all the Legos. Well, the original owner of the Legos sold all the Legos to him and his friends for like $10,000 each. And so now they're all suing this one owner 10 times because they want to take it to small claims court, not to actual court. Otherwise, it'd take like years.
Yeah.
So that's basically the gist of the whole story. But it's fun to watch because he's an entertaining guy, and they actually keep arresting him like every time he shows up somewhere, and then he just keeps coming back because they have to let him go. They don't have anything on him. So
You have no power here.
yeah. So it's a fun little thing, but that's the kind of news YouTube wise. Lots of people are picking it up. Asmongold, Leaflet, Powder, a bunch of people are picking it up. I saw the other day Charlie picked it up, Penguin Zero, or what is his other name? Moist. Yeah, Moist Squirtle. So yeah, basically the whole internet turned on this one corporation. Even the news, even Fox News picked it up too and had a segment on it.
Even Fox, oh god.
Yeah.
Actually, Alex Jones will be talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, Tim Pool did say something about it too. He had a just on his channel, not on Timcast.
Yeah, I saw the video, but I didn't click on it. I was like, oh
yeah.
god.
Yeah, the videos Reckless Ben, who's the YouTuber doing all this, makes are hilarious. So it's fun to watch his stuff about it. But then when other people cover it, it's more like actually reporting on the news, and they just completely take Ben's side. Whereas not even Ben takes himself he takes himself seriously, and it's like all real lawsuits and stuff like that. But at the same time, he's like, we're gonna. He does it in a funny way, so it's an entertaining, video. It's not just. Oh, there's, an owner of a Bricks and Minifigs sold 200,000. Well, no, that's not the actual thing. But because technically the guys that have the Legos now didn't know about the agreement. And then when they found out about it, they were just being, corporate and saying, oh, well, where's your documentation and stuff like that. So it's not it's bad that they're just screwing over one guy, and his family, but at the same time, it's not as big a deal as I think people try to make it out to be. It probably happens all the time, and a guy on YouTube who's funny got a hold of it, so now everybody's just, dunking on this place. What's even worse about it, though, is that it's like the CEO and all the franchise owners are all part of the Mormon church. So there's the people that are into the Mormon conspiracies getting really into this too. So like they're thinking there's like some type of cult behind having all the Star Wars Legos and stuff. Um, Ben made a whole religion to say that he can, do certain things. Um, and I think the funniest part of Ben's stuff is he always does it legally. He always puts in that he made a legal religion. He always puts in that he, like with the McCamey Manor, he literally bought the rights to it so he could shut the guy down by saying it's his now. Because the guy never renewed his rights to the name and stuff like that. But he's been around for a long time. Just starting to pop off now, though.
Just took the right controversy, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the McCamey Manor thing was pretty big, but it was only big to those who actually like watched news closely, because like it was in like Fox News and CNN back in the day. That would have been like 3 or 4 years ago, and then like it finally finalized 2 years ago. But so that one's a bit different. All the other stuff I don't know about because it would have been older than I was watching the channel. But what other news we got?
Nothing lighthearted like that I don't know of.
Yeah.
I mentioned the other day about what's going on with the trial in Texas with that guy that has the same name
Oh
as a basketball
yeah.
player.
Have we heard anything yet? I haven't been paying attention.
The only thing I've heard so far is that they started doing witness testimonies, and most of the witnesses have said that he was asked to leave several times. He actually provoked Metcalf, saying, and Metcalf replied, "I'm not gonna fight you, bro." And when Metcalf finally shoved him, he pulled the knife out and stabbed him. That's what I
Yeah.
gathered from about the witness testimony.
So this was the one where the kid was like at a college campus and they were all talking and stuff, and then the guy got
They were at
stabbed
a
and
track.
died.
No, I think it was an opposing team track meet, a high school track meet, and
Oh,
that
okay.
one.
Yeah.
yeah, and the most damning thing was the moment he got apprehended, the police officer said, "I have a suspect in custody," and the guy says, "No, I did it." Like he immediately admitted to stabbing him. So now it's
Yeah.
just a matter of whether they can prove self-defense or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I heard about the case originally, and I mean, to me, it sounds like wrong place, wrong time for like everyone that was there. But then at the same time, this guy having a knife was kind of weird.
And a school meet, bringing a
Yeah.
weapon there, and again, they're pushing the bully angle. But again, if they're saying like he provoked the guy into starting the whole thing, it kind of destroys the whole self-defense thing, because he was asked to leave. The guy said he wouldn't fight him, and if that is what the eyewitness testimony says, then it just paints a bad picture for self-defense. Like he started the whole thing himself. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit of an old one. That happened like a little over a
last
year
year,
ago.
yeah, it happened last
It
year
was
when he was getting
more,
the trial.
wasn't it? Wasn't it like 2024 when it actually
A year ago,
happened?
man. No, it happened a year ago, man.
It was only a year ago because
Yeah, maybe a year and a couple months, but it's not. It hasn't been more than 2 years, that's for sure.
yeah, because I mean, Charlie Kirk was only a year ago. God,
Charlie Kirk,
but
I don't even think that was a year ago,
it's September. Will be a year,
and that's
I
like
think.
Yeah,
3 or 4 months
this
from
was
now.
before that, but yeah.
That's
Yeah,
3 months from now.
I thought that they already had a trial once
Uh-uh.
for this one.
Mm-mm.
No, God, no, dude. This case has been a mess.
Oh
Mm.
God, you ain't wrong.
Yeah,
It's been
like
a
I
media
said,
circus, first of all.
I
The worst
haven't been
part is
paying attention.
the father of the guy who got stabbed has been trying his best to be cordial, but man, everybody's making this into a media circus.
Yeah, I think there was like a GoFundMe for the dude's parents for like his legal fees or whatever.
Yeah,
And then
that was.
they like took all that, moved to a different state, bought a new house.
I don't think they moved to a new state because
Mm.
technically they couldn't because of the lawsuit and shit. I mean the pending court case, but they did move to like a gated community and bought a new car and like dude, it was that whole GoFundMe mess was another thing. I don't know if there's any. I didn't really look into it. I heard some little bit about it, but I never looked deep into it, so I don't know how bad. I just know it just got a lot of negative attention.
I
Well,
always
I mean,
wonder.
the wildest part is they raised all that money, and then when they finally show up to court 6 or 7 months later, they asked for a public attorney because they couldn't.
Yeah,
Mm,
'cause they raised like I know they raised several $1,000s. I think I don't want to say 500,000, but they raised a good chunk of money for that GoFundMe, and they
yeah.
didn't even use spend it on a lawyer.
You know what? That could be smart if they had just put it in like a bank account and just acquired interest over, even over any time, because, $100,000 over what, 2 or 3 months is, even at 1%, that's like what, three or four
Well,
thousand dollars.
1% of 100,000 is $1,000. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that'd be just put it in a bank account would have been a better deal than, like, even if you didn't want to spend it on an attorney, instead you just blow it off everywhere. But yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
within the first 2 months, their GoFundMe made $600,000.
Yeah, put that in a stupid bank account, and I know like it's over 2%, but still like 600,000, and you say 2% is all they, and that's $12,000 they get just from accruing.
Although I think if you have just that much money, you can't just put a normal savings account. You have to, because that's a large chunk of money. But still, you probably could get some money out of it somehow.
Well, I mean, even if you did it between like 4 different banks, it's still work. But because I know the interest is a little higher on that, so they can get at least 3 or 4 thousand out of each bank. But still, that's a crazy. I've never paid attention to that case, even when I was like really into politics for a while. I still, every time I heard about the case and stuff, I didn't like look into it, so I know nothing. I just know that it was a stabbing. Guy died. But what else we got?
Hmm. Let's see. News wise, I mean, there've been some very big games announced or
Oh yeah,
content related games.
did you see that they're like, now they don't want women in games
Do what?
because it's there's like a game coming out where it's like futuristic, but they um I don't remember, but like they made the main character a girl, and she's like an awesome character, like no problems or anything, and basically gay Twitter's like going up in arms about how we finally get a female character, but there's nothing we can relate to other than her being
Oh my
female.
fucking god! I was literally just listening to guys say, "Can't we just go back to just enjoying games and not
I know.
having to fit a narrative or like just having opinions like shot like can we just like go back to part of it is games media once you like if a game doesn't have interaction or people are on it constantly they make a big deal out of it. Can we
Mm-hmm.
people just play games and then stop and not have to be on them constantly? Can we just enjoy games for what they are? Ugh.
Yeah, but basically, like a bunch of people are picking it up and be like, "Well, I'm gonna play this game now just because."
Just to spite gay Twitter.
Well, that, and because like
Not true. All right,
a
okay.
lot of like female VTubers and then also just female streamers are like, well, I'm really excited for this because there's finally a female MC that I'm, want to play, not that, and shouldn't be controversial at all, but yeah.
People like fucking God of War because Kratos was a badass, not because he was sexy. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to have both.
Well, it's
I
like,
mean,
what
don't
was
get
it?
me wrong. Like, whenever I look at Kratos God of War, I don't relate to that because I'm not fucking Kratos. But I sure love
What?
playing the game.
This is news to me. When I saw you, you were
You're
like,
taller than I am, and you're not fucking Kratos either.
But you got the
but
deeper
you're
voice.
ripped and like all, and you got like a kid that's also ripped and.
Choking over here.
Yeah, maybe like 10 or 15 years ago.
You had a kid 10 or 15 years ago. But
Mini me, I didn't have a kid.
No, it's the same with the Pragmata stuff. Like everyone saying, "Oh, it's a game for pedophiles." It's like, dude, they like having a daughter. Why are you saying?
No, there was two sides of that. There were the dad simulator people, and there were that it's a game for pedophiles because they didn't like the fact that maybe people want to have a family. It's like,
Yeah.
why be that weird about it? Can people just play a game about you looking after an AI who seems to be childlike? Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing sexual about it. What the hell's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that there is a side of like everything where like, yeah, there's probably one or two pedophiles that are looking at it like that and making art and whatever.
They probably took a break from Roblox to go to play that game.
Yeah, but the majority of gamers like the game because from what I've seen, because I haven't played it, I don't know, is that it was. Yeah, it was just a fun game and had a nice like family stuff.
Like, it's a fun story where like
yeah.
Good.
It's a lot like God of War, the main character starts acting like a dad.
Yeah.
As the game
he
goes
doesn't say boy as much.
Yeah,
boy.
I mean, it turns out
boy.
whenever the child's not a boy, he can't say boy every 5 minutes. They really messed up with that.
Boy.
That would have made the game better.
The compilations of Kratos saying boy in the God of War franchise is hilarious. But did y'all see where they're bringing two fighting game related news? They're bringing Tifa Lockhart to Street Fighter 6, and they're bringing Yujiro Hanma to Tekken 8.
Yeah, I saw the Tekken 8 one. I didn't
see what all they were bringing her to, but I was watching.
Oh, they didn't have any gameplay demo for the announcement.
Pavel was streaming like.
Yeah, he streams all the game showcases.
The other day, and like I swear it was just like 15 minutes straight of Tifa. And I don't think they were the same game. I got really confused.
Wait, what? Was he playing Final Fantasy 7?
They might have been.
It was a game show or like one of those like upcoming game shows or whatever.
Yeah, they might be bringing her back for something Final Fantasy, and then also bringing them into Street Fighter.
She is one of the most popular Square Enix characters, so yeah, she might get some crossover, some other stuff too.
Yeah, I swear it just looked like literally everyone that can get their hands on the IP is like, we're gonna milk this for money because we're doing real bad right now.
It's the summer of Tifa.
Yeah. So coming to you, summer of 2026.
But the Yuji Hanma, they had said that there were leaks that Baki was coming, and I think they just were like, well, it was a meme. Let's actually do it.
Have you ever read or watched Baki the Grappler?
No.
That
I know about it though.
So over the top, man. I mean,
Yeah,
it fits in line with Tekken because those characters get over the top too. But damn,
fits in line with Tekken. He tries to throw his son off a cliff. That's literally the opening of Tekken.
it,
The
and one of
first
the
game.
earlier things is like there was a small earthquake happening when he was confronting Baki, and he punched the ground and made it stop. It's like,
Yeah,
oh damn.
Oh wow.
yeah.
he
Hmm.
I couldn't begin to start telling y'all the shit he's done in the fucking
I've
Baki
I
Grappler.
I know a little bit, and that's enough. That's why I won't watch the show
Like
or read it.
one of the funniest ones was the U.S. has satellites tracking him and two other people constantly. If any one of them actually moves too fast, like just like just to fuck with them, they'll throw off the satellites and screw up everybody's GPS because of the way the satellites are constantly tracking them. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's over the top. That's why I actually like
It's
Baki. It's
supposed to
just
be.
it's ridiculous.
It's like JoJo.
Yeah, it's what makes it entertaining, but
Hmm.
in a different way from JoJo.
Except for it's a bunch of big buff gay men everywhere.
Nah, they do have a hard on for fighting. I don't like that. That was a joke in what was that? I can't remember the name of the
as
YouTube channel,
some
but
as someone who has not watched or read and refuses to, it is about big buff gay men.
like when they resurrected not resurrected, he was just like kind of like in some kind of weird stasis. When Pickle the caveman was woken up, all the Baki characters literally broke into that facility just to get a chance to fight him. And this dude talking about is like, these motherfuckers are horny for fighting. What the fuck's wrong with them?
Yeah.
Although I don't know if they'll ever animate it, but there's one of the characters does die in the show, and he gets reincarnated into an isekai scenario, like a fantasy dragons and goblins and all that
Hmm.
shit. Oh, it was hilarious. Hope it gets animated.
All right. So lots of
Um,
game stuff going on. Almost there was one yesterday, right? And today.
Resident Evil Veronica got announced, which is going to be a Resident Evil 4 style remake of Code Veronica, I guess.
Yeah. Never played one once,
Uh-huh.
so I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Okami don't do puzzles.
Why do I do puzzles? I just don't do Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Anything else?
Evil's kind of boring to me.
Uh-huh.
I can watch it, I just can't play it.
It's
Seems like stumbling
hard
around
to
Resident
watch.
Evil 2.
Hard to watch for me because I'm just not interested. It's most zombie slash end of the world stuff. Oh, also, I saw where they were like giving, who was it? They were like giving a lot of flack to for having some type of, was it it wasn't AI, it was something, it was like not safe for work
Oh.
art of their character, and I can't remember which VTuber like said it was, oh, how horrible is this, and that VTuber got backlash because they literally have a fansly where they do that type of
Lord.
content.
So pot called the kettle black situation.
Yeah, I think it was Fifi. Oh, she literally got nominated for the fansly, like #1 fansly, and they pointed that out. Well, yeah, that's what she literally has as the pinned thing on her Twitter is top 0.1% creator on fansly. And all they did was retweet. They put that in the comments, and then like it blew up for like a day and a half of her like complaining Like, just because I do content doesn't mean that it's good. You know, your OC, I think it was like their OC like looks like a kid, and it's like, I'm literally a 25-year-old woman and I commissioned it. Like type thing.
Oh,
But yeah, it's, I don't know. It's getting crazier and crazier out there.
yes, sir. I mean, it's always been crazy. People's just been quieter about it.
I don't know. I feel like the like artists have recently just gotten like so bad lately with everything.
No,
Like
they've
not
always been pretty bad. Just people have been like bringing it up more often now.
well, that's what I mean. It's not like they're bad. I don't mean that. I mean it's like gatekeep wise, they're getting worse on everything. Like AI's pressing them. Some people don't like that they draw characters with, you know, smaller features. Even
Being noisy.
yeah, it's just, it's like, where did this come from? Because it wasn't there. You know,
Well,
it doesn't seem like it was there that long ago.
A lot of people who are pro the art side of things are calling them tourists because they're a lot of, like even if the people who give like of just drawing childlike characters, they call those people tourists because they're like, you don't understand that like they're childlike characters in anime are nothing new. Whether you're drawing in Lascivious is one thing, but just drawing childlike characters does not make you a pervert. It's a pretty common thing among anime.
No, I don't think it's that anymore. It's like, even if you're like,
No, I'm just saying
like,
like there are people who make noise about it, they call them tourists.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, like, even people that are like drawing just a normal, a normal girl half the time, it's like, golly.
No one can actually look like this.
Well, no, not that. It's that they're upset that they're making them kind of realistic. Like, no one actually looks like the VTuber models they're putting out. How about we try? I mean that.
When Kai Cenat released his VTuber model, it looked a lot like him.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it did for him.
That's when he did a crossover.
The only one I can like point to where it's just extremely obvious is Callie and Demon Dice Karen. Do not, like, the proportions are not there. I'm sorry. No matter how much you want to say they are not that much. Now, and Allie and Sally as well. I would say they're too.
You know what they say about like anime proportion? An anime C cup is like a real life G or I cup. So yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, that's the only thing. I just don't understand art anymore, and that's why I'm just like, good. Let's let the AI take it over.
Silverveil and Cottontail, they're actually not too far from their models. Those are a little closer.
They're closer, but they're still not to the.
They're still not that big.
Yeah,
yes, I know. But
that's what I was pointing out. Well, I was not like, Callie's not petite by any means, but she's definitely not her model. It's like, I mean, and Allie and Sally are not even, like, I would say they're like not even close. They're actually probably way. They're taller, and they're actually more. They're more. What's the word?
Are they taller than their models?
It looks like it. Whenever you, they may not be.
Small, but like their canon height usually isn't that far. Like, might be off by a few centimeters, but usually not that far from their real height.
Yeah. I don't know. IRL, they look like they have more meat on their bones than they do.
Their characters do have skinny limbs. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, that's what I was mainly saying.
Characters have skinny limbs, especially Crony with the legs. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I mean, art has just gone like too far, in my opinion, or not art, but the art community on some things, and that might be just the tourists, but it's got to be some of the artists as well. So
Oh, you remember when the big craze was I fixed your artwork for you? Whatever they were like did like the way somebody drew a character, so they say they reposted saying I
mhm,
fixed it. That was causing a lot of problems.
yeah. And then the IRL VTuber thing that went out a couple weeks ago as well. We've
Right.
been gone for a bit, but I don't think there's any other like real life news that I can think of at the moment. Every time I look at like Asmongold and other stuff, they always just have like giant, huge drama and stuff like that. And I'm like, there's nothing going on.
Iran's president slipping down for peace negotiations. He says that if any
Who?
negotiations go forward, will be done by the IRGC and not him.
Who?
Iran's president or
Iran.
leader,
Okay. Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. You cut out when you said Iran. At least for me, you did. So I couldn't. I just heard president. But
So any
yeah,
peace talks going forward is going to be done by the IRGC.
I mean, when you have like two rogue nations trying to go at each other, and we're just kind of the middleman who happens to be on one of the sides, it's kind of difficult. But especially when we're not taking the side. Uh, but like, didn't Iran like fly over missiles the other day?
I think it might have been drones. I'm not sure.
I thought I saw it was like Iran flies missiles over Israel.
I know Trump got pissed at Netanyahu again,
That's nothing new.
right? That's why I said again. It's not the first time.
Yeah, over Jordan. They sent missiles over Jordan again. But I mean, that's like daily, but still. It's the first time in 2 months, it says.
Probably how long it took them to build those missiles. 'Cause it's been a minute since we bombed the shit out of all their missile stockpiles.
Yeah. But yep, that stuff's like, I don't know. I don't even know what they want Trump to do. It's like, go in, pull out. What do you want him to do? Like, if he goes in, he just needs to, like, kill everybody and then leave.
No dear.
What?
I mean, the main problem is the IRGC. There's a lot of Iran actually has a very large population, and a lot of just people just trying to live their life.
Yeah, I didn't say kill them. I said kill the
Yeah.
people in charge, which he's had to do repeatedly. Or we, I should say, because he was only
Yeah, no,
president during one of them. But yeah. Well, I guess last term he did it too, but it wasn't Iran. Wasn't it Pakistan or something?
I just know America. A lot of Americans are very against the boots on the ground conflict.
Yeah, but if you don't put boots on the ground, then you kind of just have to put a bomb on the ground, and then you get collateral damage, and everyone's upset
Yeah.
anyways.
Because
So
helicopters and fighter jets can't occupy street corners.
yeah,
Also, there's the whole Cuba situation. Are we
what's
trying to are we trying to talk to try to like maybe actually break our arms just with Cuba? Like Cuba might be bound. I don't know. I haven't been following too closely.
I don't know. The Cuba situation's weird because it's like they're not a threat to the U.S. unless we allow them to be. So that's the problem with them. Is basically like when we tell YouTubers and whatever else not to do anything with Cuba, or we'll just have to throw you in jail, and then we're also trying to take out the communist regime there and everything. And
I was gonna say there is the whole Hassan Piker situation.
no, that's what
He's
I
not
was
the only
talking about. Yeah.
he's not the only one affected by this,
Well,
but
no, that's what
there's
he's not the only, but
he's probably the
priority. And
biggest name.
At least the biggest name online, I would say. Probably not the biggest politician, but still.
And he also got banned from the UK. And then there's that body cam footage that came out about the stabbing in the UK that's causing a lot
Yeah.
of protests.
Yeah, the guy that got stabbed and the police just held him there until he bled out, essentially, and
Henry
couldn't
Nowak. Well,
was beyond help.
the only thing he said was, "I've been stabbed. I can't breathe." And the cop said, "I don't believe you," and put handcuffs on him. That's what's causing a lot of the main stuff. Like that was pretty bad.
Yeah. And the
Well, I mean,
guy who stabbed him had a ceremonial dagger, but apparently that wasn't the dagger that was used, so he had an illegal one. I don't know.
No, his mom got arrested and charged too because after the stabbing, she took the knife and went and hid it in their home. So she got arrested on like accessory charges.
Yeah, but since he's a Sikh, he was legally allowed to have a ceremonial dagger, is what I was saying. But then the people like I don't know if it's what they're called, the Sikh Federation, I don't know what it is. They came out and said the knife that was used couldn't have been a ceremonial dagger because it's curved wrong or whatever. And so basically they were telling on basically they were saying, well, he had an illegal dagger as well. But anyways, it doesn't matter. If daggers are banned, there should be no religious exemption. There's no
use pepper spray in the UK. Like
yeah.
No. I just know it's causing some major protests over there. No, like real vandalism happening, but there are some big protests happening in the UK because of that shit. Or it's snowballing, and that's one of the things making it worse.
Yeah, there's not. I don't know. Unless they fix their immigration problem, it's not going to solve it because people that'll get voted in will just keep being voted in by the immigrants.
It's not even entirely immigration. It's just like you said, they're getting special privileges for not being white British people. That's the problem.
Well, that's what I mean, but no one can vote them out because they're becoming too numerous and because they think it's racist to vote them out. So it's like if I don't know. My thoughts are if you're a refugee, you shouldn't have money. Like where are you getting the money if you're a refugee? But oh well, they're just kind of like
depends on the type.
I get it, but like what? I don't know what kind of refugee you could be, where you go to another country and just
be running away from a war, like because you're running away from a war doesn't necessarily mean you don't have money.
But is it a neighboring country?
Well, it happens all the time where the United States takes in refugees from other countries that are at war.
Well, that's what I mean. They could just send them away and put them in a country that's supposed to be, taking care of them. But no one's going to vote for that because of, racism, I guess.
I think didn't Trump try to put a stop to refugees and immigrants for certain reasons?
You mean he did put a stop to it?
Yeah, but I thought he got overruled or some shit. Like New York and other places agreed to take them in.
Oh, if they're already here, not if they're trying to get in now.
No. I thought some of these sanctuary cities actually voted to keep allowing those people to come in their cities.
Yeah, but does that stop Trump from securing the border? The answer to that one's no. Which is that was the biggest problem, was people were just walking in and then saying, sanctuary. And then they're like, okay, if you need sanctuary, come to this court at this time and we'll see if and they just don't show up. How do you stop that? Well, you just don't let them in the country. And that's what Trump's doing. So the states that are being sanctuary states and having cities and everything like that for it are we're just basically letting them come there and do it, do whatever they want. But Trump's saying, well, how about you just don't come into the country? Which only, I mean, yeah, it doesn't work for Mexicans, because if Mexicans say sanctuary, we are a neighboring country. So that's a bit different.
Which I believe that was one of the things brought up, is why are people passing through Mexico to come to the United States for sanctuary? It's like, why don't y'all just take sanctuary in Mexico?
Because they don't like Mexico. Mexico's a horrible place.
Well, I mean, they were told that, let's be honest, they're getting told they get more benefits if they come to the United States.
Getting told? You mean they are?
I mean, so there's just some weird things going on. I think they wait, hold on. I did hear, again, didn't look too deep into it, but there actually was UN funding and programs for moving people from other countries into UN nations.
I mean, I'm sure, but I don't know what exactly. But
I mean, like there were like UN funds appropriated for like paying for people to be able to move into like European and nations and North American countries. So like they were also like funding the caravans that are coming from South America to North America.
yeah, again, I'm like, I'm sure there was, but I'm like, but at the same time, how you prove it, I have no idea. And then,
Some kind of thing like a document that came out about it.
yeah, I mean, you believe documents that come out of the news and the government? Because at this point, I don't.
Aliens are real.
Yeah. So
it depends on how much is redacted.
Yeah. But the I mean, I heard that there are like 3 states, what was it, Arizona, California, and then there's one more, are basically saying that they're just going to, disregard everything with the border and stuff like that. So we'll see how that turns out. But man, I don't know. It's all strange.
California only concerned because of their CDL programs.
Yeah. I mean, the dumb part about it, that I think is dumb, at least, is like, the more people you have and stuff, and yeah, the more electoral college votes, whatever. I don't, that's stupid in its own right. But the more funding you get, I'm like, wait a second. So if I just allow, enormous amounts of people to come in here, then we can just get unlimited funding for our state. That's kind of, I mean, to me, that sounds stupid, but it's worked for California all these years. Till now, kind of.
Did California say they're over budget, or was that New York? Or
they're always over budget. That's why they're trying to get more. If you don't spend your budget doesn't go up. So they kind of have, like, that is the dumbest thing. I think there should be incentives for going below budget. We'll up your budget by 2% if you're below it. If you're above it, you go down 2%.
Or at least have a progress report showing where you've made steps to improve everything and with the budget you did spend. Like, don't make it look like you're at least going backwards in whatever you're using that budget for.
Yeah, I don't know.
I need to settle for par. Like, at least show that you're not going in reverse. Then then we'll approve the same budget for next year.
Yeah.
If things are getting worse, then by God, we're gonna have to reduce your budget.
That's what I'm saying. But
the budget's gonna get even worse or worser.
There you go.
We'll hire a new manager, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe we can. That'll be another podcast, I guess. Might be a hot take on me for the teachers and stuff like that. I know we've talked about it before, but all right. Well, let's move on to some underappreciated old shows and games.
So I guess it was a long time coming, huh? Especially the conversation we've been having about anime.
I mean, we did an underrated anime before, but not that I could see on like older shows and stuff like that. So
So
I guess I can go first here. And I'm going to say kind of underappreciated. Not that it's not well known, it's just underappreciated. Is got to be, and I know this was in one of our things before as like one of my top old shows, but Wacky Races. It is one of my favorite shows to watch. It's got hilarious cartoon comedy, Wacky Races.
If I still had like satellite TV, I'd be watching channel like Boomerang because I still love shows like that. They're entertaining in my opinion, but I grew up on shit like that too, so there's nostalgia for me. But I do like some Wacky Races.
1968. And to this day, I still love it. Has 2 seasons. Should have had a third.
Now, by old shows, what do you mean by old shows? Like how? Like, is there a certain threshold you're looking for?
No. Oh, the 1968 one only had 1 season. Apparently, there was a second season, 2017. I have not seen that one. So maybe I do need to pick that up and watch that. But definitely the old one. That's what I was talking about. And no, there is no, I would say, like, I mean, I didn't even need to put old, but it was more just underappreciated. But I'd say anything over 5 to 10 years at this point. Most people won't know or is old. So, what you got, Pat, for your first one?
I was trying to look at they don't even have this on Crunchyroll. Kind of sad about that.
What is that?
Let me try again. No, they do not have it on fucking Crunchyroll. That's Hajime no Ippo. Or
Okay.
you know what I'm talking about. It's
You
an old
say
sports
underappreciated, and he brings up one of the most appreciated shows.
Dude, I don't know anybody in the modern anime that even talks about Hajime no Ippo. Like it's kind of like Shakugan no Shanas. Like nobody even mentions it anymore.
Okay.
It makes me sad.
I'm going to disagree because they had Megalobox come out, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's like Hajime no Ippo," but Ippo was better.
Yeah, Hippo is better, but that show's
But
nothing like Hajime no Ippo.
oh, but no, that was the comparison because it was a boxing anime. I'm just saying.
People also think that Ippo, like people keep comparing Ippo to Lil Mac from Nintendo. Like they'll like saying like who would win a fight. Man, no, Little Mac is fighting fucking Mike Tyson. Goddamn it, fucking Ippo can't beat Little Mac. Stop. Oh my god. But yeah, no, it's just I don't hear anybody talk about that show anymore. I don't think people actually watch the original. Like people like new anime fans, and I'm just like, y'all really missing out. Y'all need to go watch that shit. People watching fucking Blue Lock and stuff like that. Cause that's the new hot sports show.
Yeah, that's gonna be an age thing more than anything. But yeah. I can see what you're saying, but I can also disagree that it's not.
No, any fans who went through the 2000s of like anime or like he even came like a few, they know how good Ippo was. Ippo was fucking amazing.
Yeah. What you got for us, Cobalt, if anything?
Old stuff. I don't know a lot of old stuff, man.
TV
Doesn't
shows,
have
cartoons.
games, can be anything.
What's a game you used to love that just
And
doesn't get like RuneScape? Don't get any love no more.
what do you mean RuneScape doesn't get
Fucking
love anymore?
messing with them.
They're still
Oh,
making new stuff for the old school version.
and by the way, Ippo is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Hmm. Where is- I mean, how old is this game? 5 years old. Oh, it's almost 10 years old. There's a thing called Elix by Piranha Bytes. I had never met anybody that had ever played it before. It's like an old school gothic kind of RPG game.
How you spell the name?
It's Elix, ELEX.
It's just that. Oh, video game. There we go. For 2017.
Yeah. It's 8 years old.
8 years ago.
How much is it? $30. Well,
that's actually for a 10-year-old game. That's cheap because they got motherfuckers charging $50 to $60 for Final Fantasy Tactics from the PS1.
there is a 2.
Yeah, the second one came out pretty recently.
Yeah, 2022. Open world. Aliens.
That's a heck of a name for the trailer. A game, song. It seems like some fucking what's the name of that? Flavors of Fallout kind of situation. So the combat's different.
Yeah. Do. All right. Well, I'm trying to find the one I'm thinking of because there's too many to just look it up and find the specific one that I want to talk about. Maybe you know, Pat.
What you got?
There's a Gundam series, but it's like a strategy, more strategy and less like in the like fighting with Gundams. And they were it was like ground combat. You could see the people and it was just like a bodysuit of armor more than an actual Gundam. And I can't remember what the name. I know it's a Gundam, but I can't remember what the name for it was. And I actually really enjoyed that series. But I could never find it because anytime you look up Gundam, all you see is just the big mech suits, and I know that's not it. But it was more like instead of full mech suit, it was more of a like there's people just with armor on that could send missiles and stuff like that to other people. And it was like a strategy war
Junior Mobile Suits?
No, I'll have to see. I wonder if it's got a different name than Gundam. Wonder if it's like a spin-off style thing and they didn't.
See, because Lucian Rebellion kind of had smaller mechs, but they weren't that small.
Yeah. They even had a game for it, but I can't remember any of the names. But I had been trying to find it for a while. Because I used to play the game.
Mobile Suit Victory Gundam?
Mobile Suit. Where's that? What year?
Or Gundam F91. I don't. I have to look it up. I don't think that's it, honestly.
F91? 1991?
Got a bowl cut. Can I get some images?
Hold on. Oh, nope, not that one.
Yeah, no, they're big as trees. The
Yeah.
other one that might be is Mobile Suit Gundam F91.
That's what I looked up. It's still. I'll have to find that eventually. But since I can't find that at the moment, we'll go with something that came out and I actually really enjoyed it, but it didn't get as much love as I thought it should have. And that was The Emperor's New School. Like, if y'all have ever seen The Emperor's New Groove, and then they had Kronk's New Groove after it, but then there was a TV show that came out on whatever it was, Cartoon Network, or not even Cartoon, what would that be, Disney? I don't even know. But there was a show that had how many seasons? I don't even know how many seasons. It only was out for 2 years. Oh, 2 seasons. Had 2 seasons. And it was like probably my favorite series out at the time. At least on for a cartoon, like just a simple one. It's called The Emperor's New School. Worth looking up, worth watching.
That
if you like that style of and like show.
Do you remember how like Disney had those movies that were like like they had their like a dedicated following, but they were just weren't big as like the princess movies, like Atlantis and Treasure Island and stuff like that? I think Treasure Island's getting a sequel.
Treasure Island's getting a sequel?
Yeah, the animated Treasure Island movie. It's either that or
or Treasure. No, yeah, Planet would be the cool one if it was getting a sequel.
Let me see.
Canceled back in 2002.
That's 2002. Well, which one was it? Was it Atlantis?
It might have been Island. Treasure Island.
Let's see.
I don't even know if there's another one coming out, but
let's see. Oh, Atlantis: The Lost Empire is getting a continuation, a former graphic novel sequel. Now.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hey, I've been bamboozled. That news article bamboozled me. I don't like it. But hey, it is getting a sequel at least. Maybe if it's popular enough, it'll get a movie.
All right. Well, then what's your other one? If you have another one.
I mean, I was trying to think of a game, but there is something I've I listen to a lot of these while I'm driving, and it kind of reminded me of how much I actually like people don't get like how much effort and how good the actual movie was. The original 80s live action TMNT movie. Was it? Or I actually think it came out 89. I came out in 90 though. That actually movie still like whole. It's really good. And a lot of it was before CGI. It was all like Jim Henson made all the puppets and stuff for that movie. It was kind of crazy how much effort went into it. And a fun fact about this is actually all the stuntmen who wore the turtle suits were in the movies as bit parts. But yeah, it's a that movie. People they got that new TMNT stuff coming out, and it's all kind of like geared towards kids, and either that or it's just fucking cringy ass shit. But the
Mm-hmm.
original, man, it still just holds up. It was a great movie.
All right. I did like the original TMNT, but there's two more. Did you watch all three of them?
Yeah, I watched all three. The second one isn't bad, but it's just not as good as the first one. They've also had to make some changes. Like the original April O'Neil didn't come back for that movie, and they
Mm-hmm.
also the Ninja Turtles didn't use their weapons through the whole movie because the parents like protested against it. So they had to they was only hand to hand combat in the whole movie. There was no weapons used. So there's like those little things. There's like detracts from the overall greatness, but yeah. And the third one just nobody likes the third one for whatever
I
reason.
love the third one. Don't you say that? Third one's probably my favorite.
I'm not surprised.
They go back in time
Uh-huh.
to the Japanese era. Leonardo finds a girlfriend. Let's go.
I think it was actually Michelangelo that found a girlfriend, bro.
It was the light blue girl. So she and
Mm.
yeah.
I just know the whole plot was Mikey almost didn't come back to the future or back to the present because he was the one to stay in the past.
No, Leonardo. Literally, I
No,
think.
it was Mikey.
No, it was not. I remember this for. I mean, you say you didn't like it. I actually watched that one the most out of all of them. But I remember it being amazing. All right, what you got, Cobalt?
I don't remember a lot of old shows or games statistically.
You didn't play anything when you were a kid or watch anything when you were a kid?
I mean, like I said, even 10 years ago,
I
it was fine.
mean, just the games that my parents bought me back then, but those were like they were very appreciated games.
Same. I didn't have a lot of games growing up. I only could play what I could get my hands on.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 10 years ago, man, like I didn't have a lot of extra money. I bought a game, like it had glowing reviews from everywhere.
Really? I was the type to just get something that looked cool. But I also had like a local place that had like dollar games, and that's what I would get.
I didn't get to start playing more games until Blockbuster opened up, and but that wasn't until like N64 and PlayStation era.
I guess that's true. I lived in. No, they had it in Oklahoma. That's weird that they wouldn't have like they didn't have resale shops when you're were.
Not where I was at, dude. My time was small, dude. We didn't get a Taco Bell until I was like a teenager.
Yeah. I guess that's true. Muskogee, Oklahoma was a bigger town back then.
Me and my sister were just joking about how it was always a big thing that when we went to like 2 cities over to go to the dentist and stuff, we don't our family would always stop and get Taco Bell on the way home because it was a big trip, and they're like, oh well, let's get Taco Bell. It's something fancy because we just didn't have Taco Bell in this area, my hometown.
Yeah,
It's like
our fancy place was Casa Bonito, which was like in
Casa Bonita.
A Mexican restaurant. But yeah. Yeah, it had a full-time magician that they just had there and would, do do random stuff for. I don't know if he got tips or what. I don't know. I was a kid at the time, so I have no idea. I just remember going around and there was a room where he just sat and did magic tricks.
That's fun, regardless.
Yeah.
Oh man, 10 years ago, I lived in a place where everything that was around seemed to be focused around drinking. So
Didn't you live on a Navy vessel?
Well, I meant also when you're a kid. You just don't remember your childhood years.
I mean, I had a lot of games when I was a kid, but they were all like Star Wars Battlefront 2 or Tekken or Soul Calibur or Madden, like big name games. Pokemon.
Bet you, neither of y'all probably know what Snake Rattle and Roll is.
I've heard of it, but I have never played.
Probably because I've mentioned it before. It's an original Nintendo game that was one of the games I borrowed from somebody I knew, and it was like one of the first 3D platforming games to ever exist. It was a good time for my childhood, and I wish I could get a copy of it.
My dad was a Scrooge, right? Like
We were just poor.
several like after the Game Boy Advanced came out, the Pikachu Game Boy Color uh edition like went on sale because the Game Boy Advance was out and that was all the craze. So my dad bought me a little Pikachu edition Game Boy Color and like one Pokemon game.
So y'all
Nice.
appreciate this for the next 10 years.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was like 5 years later. My grandma bought us a PS2.
Dude, I was hanging out with my friends one night, and my dad said, "Hey, Pat, like he'd just gotten back from work in another state, and this was during the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 era, because he's like, hey, I got something for you. He got everybody something because he went to this pawn shop and picked up a bunch of stuff. He just showed up with an Xbox 360. Hey, I was speechless. I'm like, I don't know where to go from here. It's like, I don't know how to react. It's like, I got a next gen console. Oh my god, I was freaking out. Granted, I was a teenager then. I was speechless. And then Hurricane Katrina hit.
Yeah. I got lucky. My dad was a gamer, so he liked games. We didn't always get the new console or anything, but anytime there was a weird game, he was like, "Oh, let's try it out."
You know what's funny? My Like again, my family just knows of my hobbies, but not like depth about them because like they just don't know
Mm-hmm.
much about the things I like. So my mom knew I was getting into Japanese manga and stuff, and she was just like, "Hey, I found this at a store. I thought you would like it." It was like volume 4 of some series I've never seen before. I'm like, "Thanks, ma." I'm
Yeah.
gonna go see if volume 1 through 3 is worth buying now.
I see. My family was like, "All right, it's baseball season, so we're gonna watch baseball. All right, it's basketball season. We're gonna watch basketball.
How how often
Or
did your
softball
family?
or football."
How often did they chant "Roll Tide"? That's what I gotta ask.
Uh, that was it ranged heavily, depending on whether or not we were watching an Alabama game.
Were they upset when Auburn beat them in that with that punt? I mean, no, it was a field goal kick that got returned for a touchdown.
He might have been in the military by that point.
Maybe.
No, no. Well, maybe. I honestly don't know. I did watch that one. I will say everyone in my entire family saw them line up for the field goal with the wrong fucking kicker on the field. And I quote, "That guy can't kick that far. What the fuck is the coach doing?" My dad, "Yeah, what the fuck? He can't kick that far."
Lo and
Everyone, my
behold,
mom, "That guy has never kicked the ball even close to that far. He doesn't have the range. Why is he on the field?"
puh, runs it back
Perfect.
for
And
a
he
touchdown.
kicks it short and it gets run back for a touchdown. And literally everyone's like, I've never thought I would say these words, but they need to fire Nick Saban right now. That is the
That's
dumbest move
blasphemy,
I have ever seen of any coach.
blasphemy.
No,
How dare you?
no, that is
How
not
dare you?
blasphemy.
You keep his name out of your mouth.
That should go down on record as one of the no-brainer dumbest calls he has ever made in his entire coaching career. He
You
put a
don't speak.
kicker on the field that was physically incapable of kicking the ball as far as he told him to kick
You don't speak of Alabama football Jesus like that, okay?
it. We had two kickers that season. We had a guy that could hit anything as long as it was under 45 yards. Like almost automatic under 45 yards. And we had a dude that could kick the ball out to 60. If the field goal you're trying to take is over 45 yards, then the guy that can't kick the ball past 45 yards needs to sit on the bench. Well, the dude that can't really make field goals that often, but at least can kick the ball far enough, goes out and takes it. The other dude's upset about it. He can hit the weight room.
But the worst part about it is that
Mm.
one kick just cost him going to the championship. So that's just stings even more.
Yeah, no, all these years later, like it still
Oh,
goes down in my
it
mind as the dumbest decision that man's ever made.
still pops up on my YouTube feed with the subtitle usually being like the most just like emotional upset in football history, and that it's that return for a touchdown. It's like it still pops up on my YouTube. Now that I mentioned, it's gonna pop up again. Watch, I almost want to put money
Yeah,
on it.
probably. That was a 57-yard field goal. Let me see if I can find the game.
I don't know. We were cheering during that game.
Anybody who's not a freaking Bama fan would be like, "Yeah,
Yeah, the
That's
problem
not
with
true.
that game was just straight up like if you didn't know the team at the time, then you wouldn't know how dumb of a decision it was. It because he basically went from having a chance to just saying fuck it, give it away.
tragic."
So that was a 57-yard attempt in all of. Okay, no, his longest ever field goal made was 53. It was probably 53 yards with the wind at his back. But yeah, it was dumb.
They just
You
underestimate how
had
much
other
difference 4 yards can make.
we had a second kicker at the time. Adam Griffith, who had a long of 55. He'd never made one past 55 yards, but hey, that's only 2
2
yards
yards
away.
shy. It's worth a shot. I mean,
Whereas,
you saw what happened when the other guy kicked. I mean, we could talk what ifs all day, but you saw what happened when the one guy kicked. So, but we don't know what happened for the other guy in because apparently Nick Saban didn't trust the guy.
yeah, I mean, his field goal percentage was significantly worse that year. He was less than 50%, but
And
he had the distance.
they're probably thinking in the
And,
back of their head too. What are the chances of them running this back? They're probably just gonna down it and call it.
and I mean, it's kind of like the same thing with quarterbacks, right? Like, if you're throwing a Hail Mary, like, at the last second at the end of the game, you don't want Peyton Manning throwing your Hail Mary, right? Like
Even though they did that several times.
Peyton Manning's a great quarterback, but he was not known for his arm strength.
No.
There are other quarterbacks that could chuck that ball all the way to the end zone, and that's the guy you want in that scenario. Yeah, I don't know. That game was dumb. There was no reason for them to lose.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been in that. If I remember correctly, like Auburn came back. What by? I think they were down in like the last like
Yeah.
10 minutes, quite by like 10 or
That's
something.
the other argument. They should have been tied in the first place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the Iron Bowl for you. Like, it's gonna happen in the Iron Bowl. The offense just went to well, I say the offense went to sleep. Auburn's defense woke up for like
10
2
seconds.
straight quarters.
They're saving their strength.
Like all of a sudden, the second half started and their defense was wide awake.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go next.
Plus, we
Yep.
let one of the worst quarterbacks in Auburn history run a successful 2-minute drive at the end of the second quarter.
All right. Well, I guess I will go ahead and go through with one. I have been like going through the list of mech anime, not just Gundam, but all mech anime to find this thing, and I have not found it yet. But I have found something that is close and that I do remember watching and remember absolutely enjoying, so I'm going to bring it back up so it gets more hype, and that is IGPX, or the Immortal Grand Prix. It's a great anime about racing mech suits. It was awesome. Loved watching it.
I never watched that show.
I think you'd like it. It was like I would say it's more like a, I don't know, it's like a hype sports anime, but instead of like sports, it's always them working on their mech suits and then going out and racing them. So,
yeah, I never saw that one, but that does remind me of one anime that I saw a long time ago.
what's that?
Air Gear.
Oh wow, that's a blast from the past. That not really a mech anime, but I see where you're coming from with it.
Yeah, I don't know. They're racing around or fighting, something like that. Can't remember. Too many years.
Yeah, Air Girl was an anime.
I gotta rewatch that one now. I'm pretty sure I watched that back in like 2010 or something.
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago. It's an over the top, more kind of a sports focused types thing where like people have basically powered rollerblades and they're doing these insane stunts, races, and all kinds of shit. And it's like a whole street culture behind it too, where like it's a weird thing. I'm not gonna sit here and explain the whole show to you, but it wasn't bad. Some people didn't like they thought the manga was way better, or they just liked the way the anime was executed. But I didn't hate it. It was okay.
I don't know. I've seen a few racing anime, but I have not seen the Grand Prix one.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was kind of. I remember watching it on Toonami when Toonami was a thing. It was definitely. I don't know. It's like an anime that's adult themed but geared towards kids. It's weird.
Probably rated T for teen.
Yeah. It's like they tried to put in like some adult themes and stuff into it, but then it was just like, all right, now time to go race. gets on the racing track and 3D racing animation.
Yeah, like they I think that's part of the reason I was just kind of like pushed away from it is because I didn't like the especially back then I wasn't a fan of the whole using 3D and 2D animation in anime. I didn't like the way that the mechs were animated with the 3D stuff, so I was just completely
Yeah,
just turned off by it. I was like, I
you
wasn't
probably
interested.
won't like that one then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've opened up more to it now because they've gotten a lot better with having some scenes 3D, some scenes not 3D, and a lot more modern animes, but some of them just are poorly executed.
Yeah,
I mean, but then you had things like Zoids too that would use 3D animation, but Zoids was Zoids.
Zoids was amazing.
And I didn't really get to watch a lot of Zoids, unfortunately. I've seen a few episodes, but not a lot of it.
That might have to be an anime night thing when we don't have anybody with us. If it's just us two.
We still have to finish Helk.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, Pat, we did an extra one. You want one? You got one more?
I might. I don't know how. The thing is, this one of the first things that came to mind was the topic was brought up, but it's still got a good fan following for people who know about the movie. But I've I've got at least a few coworkers that haven't seen it. And I was like, why? That's y'all need to go watch it. The Princess Bride, the old '80s movie with Andre the
Yes.
Giant.
The Princess Bride definitely needs to be watched.
God, I was
Way
like, dude,
more.
and this dude's like all a big wrestling fan. One of my new coworkers, and he's like, we were talking about Roger John. I was like, well, have you seen Princess Bride? He's like, no, what the hell is that? Sound like a girl movie. Like, no, dude, go watch it.
Yeah.
It's a fool. Just, I was kidding. Don't you dare besmirch that fucking movie. It's amazing.
Well, it's not just that. Like, I have a coworker who claims to love, absolutely love, um, who's the guy that writes it? I forget his name. He wrote some other ones. Did he not? Was he not part of The Princess Bride? Rob Reiner. It's not him. Who did Men in Tights? Let me look at that.
I don't know about the protection for all that stuff.
Mel Brooks. Didn't
Oh,
Mel
yeah.
Brooks? Yeah, didn't Mel Brooks do help with The Princess Bride as
He
well?
did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but
That reminds me, the old Disney Robin Hood movie is also an old classic that people need to watch.
I guess not. It's not in his cinematography, so I guess not. But it reminds me of Mel Brooks movies. The Princess Bride does, and I was very surprised he hasn't seen it because of the way it goes. It does feature the guy who stars in Princess Bride. Carrie Elwes, who's Robin Hood, and then in The Princess Bride, he plays the main character, I believe. Yeah.
Well, that's another conversation. Is we were talking about other movies from like the '80s and '90s, and that was a conversation because they're like Adam Sandler movies, like Major Payne, all that stuff. And I had my nieces tell me, like, ask me what, like, because I was showing those movies when I was living with them. They asked me why are these movies so quotable, because that's just how it was back then. They had all the best
They
one-liners for movies
Yeah,
from
they
that
would
era.
basically stop the script and put in the one-liner
And
and
they
make it
had
the
the
big
best
thing.
one-liners.
Yeah. No more rhyming in, I mean it. You know the second part to that?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, what? Okay, you just ruined the one-liner.
Yeah,
Oh well.
I only seen that movie like once a long time ago.
Anybody want a peanut? Um yeah. All right. Well, I think we call it there. Get to the hot take, which is I am actually so ready for AI to be useful, taking some jobs from humans, including mine. I'm tired of doing it. I'll learn the code. I don't care.
The thing is, you only have to learn the code to use AI for that too.
Exactly. I'll learn the AI. I'll outsmart the AI and use them for my bidding. But oh my goodness, I'm all the way up into 2012 and I still have not found the stupid mech anime I'm trying to remember. And I know I watched it before then, so
Was it a Gundam?
It might not have been. They might have just been robots firing missile back and forth, and then I guess that doesn't count because it wasn't a person in the.
Oh my god. Let's see.
I'm just gonna look up military anime because I know there was a military like theme to it, and I'm gonna have to find it later.
You might want to look up like power armor rather than Gundam or mechs.
Well,
Or Trooper Votons. Knights of Magic. Nice.
well. So, what do you think of my hot take?
I don't know. We're already down that path as it is, and I don't really like it. Not necessarily just because I think AI is bad at it. It's just also as what AI is good at, it still is not perfect. It still fucks things up.
I agree, but you're never going to have that with humans either. You
Shit,
just have somebody to blame at that point.
Taco Bell tries to use AI for its drive-through, and like anytime I've gone and they had the AI try to take my order, like a minute later, an actual person has to come like, all right, what were you ordering, sir? Like, it's really bad.
Yeah. I would say this came about because I was listening to somebody who does use AI for things on their stream and stuff, but they were talking about it. And then I was thinking about like my job and everything I need to do. And like half of it, AI could take over and it wouldn't be a problem. But like I'm AI could do the sandwiches that I need to make every day, the same stupid thing every day.
They could probably take the orders over the phone at least.
Yeah, and they could, take out the middleman that takes the orders and give me exactly what I
But when
need.
it comes to jobs like making sandwiches and serving people, you losing the human touch, man. You're gonna miss it once it's gone.
I'm not going to. Not one
You're
bit.
not the one doing it.
I am. I am the one doing it.
No, because that's what I'm saying is like, but getting that service from other people is what you're gonna miss.
Oh, no. No, I would rather not interact with anyone. I would just rather order a sandwich and it be perfect every time. And if it's not perfect, then I would send it back and get a perfect one. And not have to complain to anybody. See, I actually don't mind sending food and stuff back. I hate it when I have to talk to a person to do it. That's the thing I hate, not sending it back. I'm like, no, my order's wrong. And then the person's like, really? Your order's wrong? Well, yeah, my order's wrong. You did it. They did it wrong. Whether it's you or the cooks that put it in wrong, who cares? Take it back and give the order right.
You want to hear one of the I only had I had a ton, especially when it comes to like ordering something in face to face with somebody that had like a mess up like that. But I had one time. I decided to stop at Subway to get some lunch one day, and I said, "Can I get a line of mayo? Just not a lot, just a line." The lady heard me say a lot of mayo. So I look away, I look back, and she's zigzagging across the sandwich with fucking mayonnaise. I was like, oh my fucking god. Why do you stop? She said, you said a lot of mayo. I said, no, a line. I am so sorry.
Yeah. Got to redo the whole thing. Throw it away now.
Oh god, that was fucking. Oh, I'm talking like per square inch, like at least a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of mayo per square inch.
I mean, that didn't sound too bad to me, but I like a lot of sauce on my sandwich.
That's not sauce.
It is
That's
sauce.
mayonnaise.
It's sauce.
It's a condiment. It's not a sauce.
It is a sauce. Condiments can be sauce.
What is it? Gravy. Anyway.
Mhm.
I just fucking I hate how intrusive AI is getting and stuff. Like I'm trying
I
to figure
get.
out how to disable every bit of AI on my phone because it pops up when I least want it to.
I will say, yeah, that's a bit much. Like, I'd rather it. Like, why can't they just leave it in the useful spots? Why do they have to put it in, like,
You
to
should
where
opt
they?
to turn it on, not have it on automatically.
Eh,
That's my
I
beef.
mean, I can agree with that, but like, why can't you just use it for like my McDonald's order, not use it to, listen to stuff I say or whatever?
Like you just get the McDonald's app. That should be able to handle that.
No, that's what I mean. Then I want it, like, and then I want AI to get my order and make it, and then I not have to talk to anybody and it be shoved out a window. That's what I'm saying.
The reason they're not going that far yet is because they started using it in the drive-throughs, and
Yeah, it doesn't work yet.
As I
just
said,
to
it's-
troll
that's
it, it'll be
gone.
like, I want 999 waters, and the AI will literally say, okay.
Yeah, I can
Or
see that.
I can see him making absurd orders too. Like, can I get 2 cheeseburgers, but one with no pickles and extra tomato, one with no potatoes, extra pickle, but then also extra mayo, and then another one with no mustard but extra ketchup, and just to probably fuck with the AIs.
Yeah, I could see that, but at the same time, if it gets it perfectly right and you pay for it, I don't see a problem.
Also, just to put this in a factor here, I rarely eat fast food, even though I do a lot of like city to city.
Well,
travel
it's
and
not
stuff.
just fast food. I'm also saying like my
I'm
job
just saying.
as well.
Yeah, but even then, when I go to places to get food, it's usually self-serve. I don't usually order
Mhm.
stuff from people.
Yeah, like all the hoagies I make that are just out in a thing. You
Usually
just
got that
go and
one
grab it.
person that wants a custom one. They don't want the one that you've already made.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
But if there was no one there to make it and it was just an AI, there you go.
They have machines that can like
They do. But they're
like, make custom sandwiches, but they're very expensive.
yeah. But
And not to mention maintenance.
But I mean, when I was listening to this person, they made a good point of like, why are we complaining when like other things took over jobs and people just had to move on? Like, no one needs a horse-drawn carriage anymore, or unless it's special ordered, which we can still do. But like, I'm sure the horse-drawn carriage people were really mad when the car came out.
Progress. Upgrades,
Yeah.
people, is what you're saying, huh?
Yeah, I'm just like, at this point, I don't care. Like, if your job is so dumb and like so low level that literally right now, what we have and just typing in a prompt and it finding out the answer, if your job is something like that, it should be gone because
Isn't that
AI
why,
can take it over.
Why like Detroit like lost all of its economy because like robots took over everything and then people couldn't get jobs anymore. I know it was also due to outsourcing from the.
Yeah, I was going to say that was more outsourcing than anything because there was just a bunch of people and no warehouses to work at anymore.
A lot of people lost their jobs because of the automation when things moved to robots, and then the people who had to maintain and run those robots lost their jobs when they started outsourcing to other countries.
I mean, they still had people there to do some regular work. Like, you can't have, I mean, you can probably, but they still aren't to the point where it's perfect. You can't have an AI do maintenance on a car because, like, even oxygen sensors still go off when there's nothing wrong with the oxygen levels in a car. So, like, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, like my CO2 check engine light is always on. And I'm like, dude, like there's nothing wrong. I've had it inspected 3 years in a row and there's nothing been wrong with this. Why is this light continue to stay on?
Because they want you to take it to a dealership to figure out the problem.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, until I blow up, it's not a problem. And then when I blow up, I either get a lawsuit because I'm still alive, or my wife gets all my life insurance and they get a lawsuit because she's still alive. So I don't care.
The man with the plan.
Yeah,
Change my stats and chilling with Jesus.
there you go. Yeah, and y'all better throw the biggest party ever when I die.
So we're gonna celebrate your death?
Yes.
Weird.
Oh no. If anyone's crying at my funeral, I want you to smack them. Be
I'm
like,
not gonna slap your mama.
yeah, no. You tell her he's got no pain no more. He's glad he's
He's
home.
got no bills.
Like,
He probably went to anime heaven where all of his favorite anime and waifu were just,
I doubt that.
around them.
I doubt there is an anime heaven because of all the stuff in anime that is not.
Like pagan
That's
gods.
just straight sin. But yeah.
Like wolf goddesses.
Yes, like wolf goddesses. Exactly like wolf goddesses.
That's funny.
But, all right, I give up. I just can't find this thing. So we move on. Is there anything else anybody wants to say?
I wish to slow down the approach of our AI overlords. That is all.
I wish they take over. Maybe they'll fix the
I don't really
politicians.
care.
We're already
At
in a
the end of the
simulation.
day, AI is not taking over my job. It's not taking that's job.
Yeah, it's not taking over my job anytime soon.
Yeah, I'll just drive. There you go. It won't take. Well,
Oh yeah.
now that I say
take
that.
back. No, I mean like health. Like my job's healthcare related. His job is like engineering. So yeah.
It's AI is a very, very long way from making logical decisions when things aren't working the way they're.
True.
And that is 90% of my job and 90% of Pat's job.
Yeah, and mine's dealing with people, and I hate it. That's like, that's probably my main job if I'm being honest with myself, and I don't like it.
An antisocial person having to deal with people all the time.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
how I can
It's stupid
relate.
people who make orders and then don't follow through with the orders. Yeah.
Dude, oh I swear. I've had some recently where I'm like, what is wrong with these people?
All right.
Okami needs to come make the sandwiches down in my city so I can get.
I've been trying to get. I've
Get it
been
made,
trying to
right?
get.
Dude,
I've been
you
trying to
have to
get
talk to my
Paige.
wife. Also,
Yeah.
I hate the weather.
I've been getting him, trying
Yeah,
to
that's
get him
fair.
and
It's hot down here.
Yeah.
to Mississippi, but she won't take.
Yeah, we would be if I was getting paid the same amount down there as I am up here. I could actually save $1 million. Instead, I'm gonna live in poverty all my life.
I mean, you got a house though, so you're doing pretty well for yourself.
Yeah, we're fine. That was a joke, but eventually, when Social Security runs out, they're gonna just say it's all your fault and give me all the debt.
When Canada's maple syrup reserves run dry.
Yep. All right. Well, recommendations for the week. Mine is an anime I loved that I did not mention specifically, so I could recommend it. But it is Zammed, The Lost Memories or of the Forgotten Memories. It is a great anime. It was like what's that anime where he has the right hand that's an alien?
Oh, Parasite.
Yeah, it's like Parasite before Parasite was ever a thing.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched all of Zand, but I know about Zand.
Yeah, great anime. Uh, 2008.
It's
Worth the
actually not
watch.
available.
Has a great soundtrack too.
It's
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
No, it's actually not available on Netflix, at least not in this country. Oh. Yeah, there's no way to watch it. Oh, maybe Prime Video? Let's see.
Oh, there's Become a Pirate, One Piece.
You know, actually, the One Piece
Yeah.
is in the ocean.
It says currently has no legal active streaming availability in the US.
Oh, yep. Even on Amazon, the title is unavailable due to expired rights.
I wonder, let me see. Let me go to YouTube
Yeah.
and see if you can rent it. Nope. As far as I can see, they don't
Oh
have it.
yeah, definitely remember the OP for this show because the OP was a meme back in the day. It was kind of over the top. But yeah, no, I don't even see it available on YouTube.
Nope, not available.
Somebody on channel named My Reaction says nobody talks about this anime and it's Zammed.
Oh, I love Zammed, but yeah, it was
you
what's her
recommended
name?
something nobody can watch. Thank you.
Exactly, that's why it gets no traction. The opening is Shut Up and Explode. Yeah, that was the runaway opening.
Yeah, it was a meme of an intro back in the day.
And then the ending was Vacancy, written by Kylie, who was a voice actor / Japanophile / cosplayer at the time. Yeah. Here, it says she's an American singer, but I believe she's from Asian descent.
Gasp.
Yeah. She's born to a Japanese mother and a British father in America.
Since nobody has the rights to Zand, would you be able to stream it on Twitch?
Maybe. I don't know.
You find and dust off an old copy of the DVDs and just fucking start playing it on stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure I could go find a DVD if I wanted to, but I could just also pirate it and we watch the little trademark in the corner or whatever.
How are you watching this, by the way? Oh, DVDs. Yeah, I got a copy of the DVDs. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Those don't look like DVDs.
Animeplus.tv in the bottom left. But yeah, great anime. All right, what? Somebody else recommend something.
I already posted mine and no mic. It is a game I played for the first time today, which I bought yesterday, and I've been enjoying it. It's called Haste. It is just a adrenaline rush, speed junkie running parkour game.
Speedrunners with extra steps.
That's 3D. Speedrunners is 2D. But
So 3D speedrunners with extra steps.
Yeah, you got characters. The main character was originally a male person. They just delivered mail, but now apparently they're trying to help find like some, I don't know. The plot's kind of jarbled up for me at least. I don't want to get into why, but it's been a fun game gameplay wise. If you enjoy fast paced games that just are like just running, gliding, having like perfect landings and dodging obstacles and shit, and there are boss fights at the end of each chapter, so it's a pretty fun game. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. All right, Cobalt, got any recommendations?
It hasn't come out yet, but a game I saw on the announcements today was War Dogs.
All right.
Which is a shooter that kind of fits all of my online shooter requirements, at least for the big battle shooters. There's no crossplay. It's only coming out on PC, so there's no aim assist.
Better than Battlefield?
All right. So I have to veto it since I vetoed other people's that they had not done yet or played yet.
You have to play the game or watch the game.
Yeah, can't recommend something you haven't played or watched. I mean, you might have watched a thing, but it's a game, so I say you have to
I
play it.
watched some gameplay. It's early access, but I can't.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying since I did it to other people, I have to veto yours as well. I can't just
think Fuji
allow
was
it.
recommending stuff, and
Yeah.
also I think Dubla too. They were trying to recommend stuff they'd never seen or played, so like, yeah, he had to veto it.
Yeah. So by principle, I have to veto yours. Would you like to recommend anything else, or just no recommendation for this week?
Nothing then. There's
All right.
nothing interesting's come out.
Which is why it's why you were
You don't-
recommending a game you haven't played yet.
You don't want to recommend Alabama football, college football?
Not at the
Definitely
moment. He
not.
doesn't.
I wouldn't recommend college football to anybody anymore.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's fun to
did y'all-
watch.
Did you hear there talks about just talks that the SEC break off and form its own thing separate from normal college football rules?
What?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know.
Let's see. High-profile leaders in the Southeastern Conference (SEC), most notably Georgia head coach Kirby Smart, openly discussed the possibility of breaking away from the NCAA to form their own league with independent rules and separate national championship.
Who are they gonna get to join them? That's the question.
That's mostly just one guy openly speaking about it. Whether they do it or not, we'll see. They'd probably lose a lot of money if they did that too.
Yeah. I mean,
Probably
they
not too much, honestly.
the college itself no, but the players would, at least the first year. So,
Potentially.
but you'd probably see them all transfer out the first year.
They could probably get one of those other leagues with like the smaller schools to join them.
Pulaski State.
Liberty University.
Raging Cajuns, UAB.
Yeah. Liberty would definitely join it because they've been trying to get in D1 for a while and they just kind of haven't. They were like, you're not big enough. And even though they've beaten several D1 teams the past few years.
Yeah.
But
I know sports politics in college have been crazy for a long time.
yeah, there's a lot of D2 teams that are like probably as good as D1 teams, but they just aren't as good as the, like upper echelon of schools. So anytime they get in a, tournament or playoff or anything like that, they never do well. But anytime they face,
is I don't think you can be D1 in football, but not D1 in like baseball or basketball.
yeah.
So like they might be really good at one sport and just like very firmly D2, D3.
Yeah.
level.
I know Liberty base is the one outlier because they actually went to the NCAA tournament for both the past year. But yeah. But then they got, absolutely destroyed when they did. So but that's the thing is they're better than like the lower echelon teams like Colorado and Vanderbilt. Well, I guess Vandy's actually not bad now, but Duke and other Liberty University. It's where I went to college, and they had what's his name that's playing for the Titans or did play for the Titans. Quarterback. I can't remember his name, but now he plays for. He's a backup for like the 49ers or something. I don't know. Malik Willis. Green Bay.
Like
Oh, Miami Dolphins. They got him.
Liberty,
Nice.
like the Liberty Flames?
No, Liberty University. They're the Eagles. Oh, wait, yes, the Flames. Yep.
Yeah, that's a Division One team. They're in Conference USA.
Oh, well, I guess they're trying to get into the Big Five then, or whatever they call them now.
Okay, yeah, they're probably trying to get into a better
Conference.
division.
They're always, but they've won the they've won the championship for D2 like the last like 12 years though. So I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're finally out of it. Yeah, maybe because they're finally out of it. Yeah. Okay. So they were independent till 2022. And they were essentially thrown to D2 at that time. But yeah. Okay. Well, I take back what I said then. I didn't know they changed. But it's also been a while since I watched or paid attention to any college football stuff or NCAA stuff.
They've been Division One for a long time, but they were independent. Couldn't get a conference to save their life.
They were in the big, what was it? Big South is what it said. Yeah, Big South.
I don't even think the Big South still exists.
It doesn't. Yeah, the Big South doesn't exist anymore. That's crazy. They just. All right. Well, that's where we ended tonight. We'll see y'all another time. Let me see if there's anyone worth rating. Oh, yes. I thought he would be live. So we're going to raid a common channel. We raid quite a bit, which is Pavel.
Mm-hmm.
Go check him out. He's doing special events, which usually means some type of like games or there. We'll just look. I'll just click on it. The AG French Direct. He's doing showcase catch up. So go join him. Have fun. We will see y'all another time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I almost just ended stream instead of reading.